guys, welcome back to my channel. Thank you so much for watching. Please go ahead and, before we get going, let's subscribe, hit that post notification button so you're notified for every video that I post, and give this video a big thumbs up. All of those things really help me, so let's go ahead and do all that if you would like. I'm not gonna force you. And let's go ahead and get going. I wanted to do a quick intro and then a quick outro for you because I just had surgery, so this is just a quick update because I didn't really do an intro for my surgery, and then I'm going to kind of update you with next steps. So I was gonna have a gastric stimulator put in surgerIES. You know, it's obviously still acting up. I failed my gastric emptying test after I had the surgery to correct it. You know, I still have my feeding tube. Pyloroplasty was supposed to help reverse it so I wouldn't have to have my feeding tube for forever, and I think it helped a little bit, but it's not like, it's still not what it was supposed to do, and it's still, I'm still getting a lot of symptoms and stuff, and I failed the follow-up gastric emptying test again. So this is just all quick updates and reminders from previous videos. My doctor said that we could do, on top of it, we could go ahead and do a gastric stimulator. That would help. So basically it's like a pacemaker essentially, but for your stomach. Sends electrical pulses to help your stomach contract better, so I can digest food a lot easier. We're gonna go ahead and do that, but my lovely insurance denied it. We went through the appeal process and they denied the appeal, which I don't understand because I've never gotten a denial from my insurance from anything before, and they still don't, like, they're still like approving all kinds of other procedures, but they won't approve that. I think it's because they're not, like, that procedure itself isn't FDA approved yet. I think that's it. I think it's still kind of like, and because I'm on a state insurance, I think that's why. So I don't know. So we're still kind of trying to figure out what to do. So in the meantime, my regular GI doctor thought it would be a good idea to do a Gtube. So I asked my surgeon about it. She says that she would go ahead and they would do it. So they were going to, so I have a Gtube that goes through my small intestine to get my nutrients. My feeding tube going right now, and that plugs in. I get my nutrition that way. I just got a wave of dizziness and nausea all of a sudden, so sorry. I put all my meds through my Gtube too. So they added a Gtube, and the Gtube, it's a gastric tube, or better known, it's PEG tube, percutaneous endoscopy. I don't know. I don't remember. So that goes into your main stomach. It can be used for venting and draining. Essentially, instead of throwing up all the time, you just drain your stomach, and you can drain it even before you feel nauseous. So like, I can eat something and help drain it, or drink something and like have some coffee and then drain it before I get sick, you know. So that was going to be a very helpful thing. So I went ahead, had surgery. We'll go ahead and proceed with the vlog of the surgery, and I'm going to be inserting some pictures too, so if you are squeamish, I'll give you warnings before too, so don't worry. Okay, let's go. Hi, good morning you guys. So it is 10:14 and we are about to leave in 1 minute. So just want to check in. So today's the day, getting a Gtube placed. So I have a Gtube and they're adding a Gtube for venting and draining. I can't have anybody with me because of the COVID stuff, so my mom's just gonna be dropping me off at the front door and picking me up from the front entrance with a wheelchair. Going to be called back, but it's like nobody is here. It's like a ghost town. So I'm back here in my gown, just waiting for the nurse to come in and do vitals and do all of that stuff. It sounds like I'm not like getting actual like general anesthesia, so which is good because I hate it because it scares me, but at the same time I get really scared of waking up during these types of procedures. So yeah. Hi guys, I made it home and I am in so much pain and so nauseous, and I thought this procedure was gonna be a little bit easier. It wasn't, and I have a lot, not a lot, but I have more of an update for you, but I just can't right now. I'm trying to get some meds in me. My pain medication's being filled at the pharmacy, but I'll show you later. I just gotta get this ibuprofen and Tylenol on me right now, but I didn't get my heating pad on. Ugh, it's so bad.
2 days later.
Okay. So I haven't updated a lot yet because I've been so miserable. I've been really sick since my surgery. But my pain has been so bad. It's like so intense. And I've never cried from any kind of pain from surgery before. Even the Gtube last time, I never cried. It hurt really bad, but I never cried. This is like just excruciating pain. And I have a fever that keeps going up to like 103 and drops down. And then I get the chills and just breathing like hurts. So I'm so tired of this. And I just took 800 milligram ibuprofen Tylenol like not even 4 hours ago, and my fever's already back and pain is back in full force. So I'm gonna try it again, but I have my IV potassium bag going. All my labs are completely whacked out. Potassium was a critical low. So home health nurse rushed to get me this big old bag of, I'll insert a clip or a picture later of this big old 6-hour infusion I've been just doing to get my potassium up because it was in a dangerous low. But I just wanted to update you with what really happens and with what real life is like. It's not always happy and positivity. It's hard.
Alright, okay. Alright.
My.
Okay. So yes, it was rough. That was rough. Oh, very rough. After that point with me bawling, I had been having several conversations with my nurse at the doctor and stuff, and after that first week, I think it was about a week after that, tube stopped draining altogether on top of it, and then it started draining from the stoma part, which is the opening that the surgeon made for the tube to go into. I was like talking to the nurse, I'm like, something's not right, because I was like it was like soaking a towel, like a shower towel every 30 minutes, like soaked, like it was pouring out of that hole, like it was like my insides were falling out or something. It was so gross. And she was like, no, that's normal. And I'm like, this is not, like, there's no way that this can be normal. Like, there's something wrong, and it hurts like a mother too. Like, there's something off. And the fact that it's not draining through my tube at the same time, like, and she reassured me, no, that will happen, blah, blah, blah. But I'm like, I've been in the medical field too, so like I can kind of tell like when something's not right, you know. Like I might not know everything. I don't know everything, and I can take advice and stuff, but like I also can use my medical brain and know that like something is not right. So the surgeon, I think, finally like saw my notes, and she was like, bring her in, because this girl doesn't like just complain for nothing, so bring her in. So and that's what she told me too when I saw her in the office. She was like, I knew something was wrong, because you don't just call and make stuff up, so I knew something was wrong. She was like, so I just had them bring you in. And I'm like, thank you. So when I finally went in, hello doc, which is like the surgeons in training for specialty. They're surgeons, but they're training in specific fields under the surgeons that work there. He like comes in and he's trying, you know, I'm telling him what's happening and the symptoms and everything that's going wrong and stuff, and he tries to flush it, and like stomach contents and stuff go everywhere, and he's like, oh, I think you like underplayed how much this is leaking. I'm like, no, I did not underplay it. I've been telling you how bad it's been happening. My home health nurse even, like, my home health nurse was even frustrated because she tried making a note like saying how like this is not normal. My home health wanted me to go to the ER. I'm like, this is not ER worthy. Just needs to get fixed. But anyways, yeah. So, and then the surgeon walks in while he's in the middle of like cleaning it up and stuff. And she's like, that doesn't look good. And he's like, yeah. So I'm like, thank you guys. Thank you for the validation, first of all, because this is actually, and the fact that they said that doesn't look good, and that was actually like a week after it was like getting disgusted, because it had started healing already. So it just stopped leaking that much because it, you know, the hole was starting to close up. So it wasn't leaking as much as it was before, and I'm like, this is good right now. You should have seen it last week. But yeah, so they had to pull it. After all of that, they had to pull it out because it was already, they basically said that they had a really hard time putting it in the first time because of my anatomy. I'm not the skinniest person in the world. And so yeah, so they had a hard time with my anatomy and everything, and it was really difficult to get it in the first place. And then my body, I don't know what happened, it started coming out. I think it might have been in wrong a little bit too. Not saying it's their, I don't think it's their fault. I think it was, they had a hard time, and then something kind of funky went, I don't know, something wonky went, my tube went wonky somehow. And so I just think my body was like trying to push it out or something, and so it did come out most of the way anyways. My body was, and it wasn't in place to be able to drain it through the tube basically anymore anyways. So they pulled it out the rest of the way, and so now I have a hole in my stomach which it's covered up by an ABD pad. They're gonna try to put it back in like a week or two. They want it to kind of like heal up a little bit, but not all the way, because they want to be able, she's like, it was so hard to find that spot, and I don't want to like lose that spot, because if we do, they're afraid they won't be able to find another spot to put it in. But that's what's been going on with me.
2 weeks later.
But no, so I got this Amazon dog cake mix. It doesn't look very pretty. But you mix it with a tablespoon of peanut butter and mix it and then microwave it in this thing. It doesn't smell very good, but that's what it turns out like. It's supposed to look like this when it's done. I have to mix the frosting still. It says to mix it with a little bit of Greek yogurt and honey. So I'm gonna do that and then frost it in a little bit. I'm losing daylight, so I'm gonna get her picture taken. It's raining. Take that back. What did you see? Let's blow it out. I died. She's like, get that away from me. And it's okay. Look, come get your presents. Here's your presents. Oh, this one, oh, princess.
Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, dear Christine. Happy birthday to you.
Oh, thank you. Hi, baby. You say hi? You say hi? Guys, I'm so excited. So today I am going to my first women's Bible study since the quarantine. So excited to see people and get some Bible study on.
You will be praised. You will be praised. With angels and saints we sing, worthy are you, Lord. You will be praised.
Wow, that's a fancy car.
It's gonna like make noise. Yep. Hold it. It was like you and Boring in our house with the, on the lawn, riding a lawnmower.
He's having a good time.
Yeah, we're gonna get home. She'll lay down for like 5 minutes and be like, ready to go.
Yeah, rested.
She's been doing these silent protests. That's all I'm.
That was the one advantage of Boring was.
She'll
Oh,
stand
we're doing a live fire.
Are you taping me?
No.
We're doing
You're
a.
taping me. Stop it.
But if you have a good reaction, gotta post it on TikTok. Alright guys, it's been a minute. The 25th, I will be, oh my gosh, this is just blowing hot air. Whew. It is hot out here today. It's been like raining all week and then like all of a sudden now it's like so hot. But it's a beautiful day. That's a nice change for Oregon. Anyways, I have my procedure again to get my Gtube replaced, and now they're doing mandatory COVID testing before we can have any sort of procedure at the hospital. So I'm going to go do that, and it's not like I can't even just like go do it at my doctor's office. I have to like physically go down to their drive-through, and they're all wearing hazmat suits and stuff like that.
Few moments later.
Well, my eyes water just like a tiny bit, but I feel like my right side of my head is already hurting. I think she went inside my brain. But sorry I didn't get to film it. It was actually pretty quick, and they had like big signs everywhere that said, do not take pictures and do not record video of that. I don't know why. I'm fine now. My headache, I have a headache. It definitely brought on a headache, but I mean, it wasn't painful. It just makes your eyes water, but the after effect is giving me a headache. But yeah, that's all for now. Today's the day. Get the Gtube in for the second time. So let's pray that it goes much better this time around. Oh man, you guys, I am so done with my Gtube. So I'm never getting another one again. So I ended up getting a fever of 101. As you can see, it actually ended up going up a little bit higher again as well. But my Gtube, as you can see, has come out. Yes, it just came out. And it was slowly working its way out. I tried calling my nurse and everything, and they got me in for a follow-up for a week out, and I told them I wasn't gonna make it, but they said I would be fine, and I wasn't. So it came out. My home health nurse was so mad for me, and but yeah, so it came out. I did want to say though, I didn't have a lot of post-op pain, but hip of this Gtube, look, that top part here, that's called the mushroom tip, and that's what goes on the inside of the stomach to hold it in place so it doesn't come out. Last time, even my first time I had it in, even though it was almost out, the surgeon still had to forcibly pull it out, and it hurt to pull it out all the way. But this time it was, so I didn't have the post-op pain, but as it was trying to work its way out, it was hurting just like the first time. Like, it was hurting so bad, and I was like crying again and like begging God to like take the pain away, and I was like, did not know how I was going to make it a whole week doctor appointment. And then all of a sudden I got this huge like sense of a relief in my stomach, and I looked down and my stomach guts are pouring out. So that's one way. But then I was like, okay, why is everything pouring out like crazy? Then I looked to the side, of my towel, and there lies my Gtube just sitting there. And it wasn't even like it was like hanging out of my stomach. It was just like there to the side. And I'm like, that's just so weird. Like, it doesn't just, those don't just like come out. You have to pull those out. And it was just laying there on the side. So I don't know, guys, but I totally think God did that for me, because, and I was like looking up and like holding my stomach, so like I wasn't even looking at it when it happened, and I was about to start looking up online how to pull it out yourself. So I think God kind of was like, no, let me do it for you. But yeah, God's good. And then because it had come out, my stomach was draining constantly, really bad, worse than last time, and it literally burnt my skin. As you can see, I have a total burn on my stomach area there. It's fine, and that was actually a couple days after it had started to heal already too. So that's actually looks a little bit better than it did, but it's finally healing now. I'm on the up and up. My stomach's not draining anymore, healing, and I'm getting better. I'm just trying to get more energy since I've been in bed mostly for the last 3 weeks straight. So, but I'm getting there. We don't really know what the next step is as far as right now, since there's no Gtube, but I'm just gonna keep using my Gtube for feeds and do my port for the IV fluids and IV Zofran for nausea, and maybe try this appeal for the gastric stimulator in the near future. Who knows? But I'm just gonna try to trust God and go from there. But I love you guys. Thank you for always hanging in there with me and for your love and your support. It means the world. Subscribe, like, turn on post notifications. That all helps me out so much. Well, God bless you guys all. I hope you are all staying healthy and safe, and the world's a crazy place right now, but just know that God will get us through it all. And I love you guys, and hang in there. I love you. Bye.
Imperfectly perfect, you're perfect, and you know you're worth it. No one can take your place. No, you don't have to change. You're perfect, imperfectly perfect.